What's the W word I'm thinking here?
They win.
What do you think of Christmas?
Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland. Perfect. So winter hits, and what does winter cause people to do?
Have snowball fights.
Get happy.
Freeze to death.
Freeze to death.
Famine.
Freeze to death. Famine. Attrition. You guys know what attrition means?
Yeah.
Attrition means you're fatigued. Do you know what fatigued means?
Tired.
But it's like a chronic.
Basically people were fatigued. They didn't want to fight anymore. 600,000 troops, French troops go into Russia. 100,000 come back. 500,000 died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. Okay. So we have the consequences here. So pay attention for the cause and effect. The adoption of the rights of man. That is something I have on the next page. Basically, the similarities there are you have the Declaration of Independence. It's kind of the same thing as the rights of man. The consequence of the French Revolution was the adoption of the rights of man. Their rights were being crushed. The monarchy wasn't listening to the people, and the people decided, well, we have rights and they're not being listened to, so we're going to adopt this thing that's kind of like the Declaration of Independence based off the United States. What was involved in the rights of man? Equality, freedom of speech, popular sovereignty, representative government. And then eventually we get to the death of Louis XVI. Okay? This man gets, what is this? Anybody know?
The guillotine.
The guillotine, right? What is a guillotine?
It's a thing that chops your head off.
It chops people's heads off. So King Louis and his wife got their heads chopped off. Okay? They got beheaded, they got killed. Their mistreatment, lack of administration again, was just not good. They weren't having it. They got killed. After their deaths, this reign of terror, where basically anyone who disagreed with the revolutionaries was killed. You guys know the Salem witch trials.
Yes.
You guys know about how even if the person coming after you put you on a list didn't think you were a witch, maybe they were doing it for like personal benefit. That's kind of what this was. There was a guy, Robespierre, he was putting people on the list who weren't even anti-revolution and having them killed. And you guys know what an assembly line is. Like Ford's assembly line. World War II, he was pumping out jeeps within like an hour. They were assembly lining people into the guillotines. Hundreds of thousands of people were just being beheaded, killed. Ridiculous. So there's the rights of man that I'm not going to read. But representatives of the people of France, considering the neglect, the ignorance, contempt of human rights, that they decided they were going to have rights. That's the big similarity. All right, here we go. We're going to get to the Kahoot here. So get out your phones. If you haven't already, type in this Kahoot code. Because I just don't like to figure it out. Kahoot? Got Kahoot pulled up? Alright, the diagrams look good, guys. The diagrams look good. Cause and effects look good. You got to go last. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Raise your hand if you need more time.
Me.
I'll tell you what, winners get candy. What kind of Jolly Ranchers, of course. What else? That's the best. If you're number one, you get 2. If you're second, third, fourth, fifth,
I won last time.
I think fifth place you get 5, and fourth place you get 3, and third place you get 3.
right, are we ready?
I like a little Russian dad.
Okay, 3,
No!
2, 1.
Yes.
We're going. Here we go. Okay, shh. I'm gonna read them so if you can't see it, I can help you. I
Must have
did.
been in the wrong file.
Guys, okay. Shh. What were the causes of the French Revolution? Red, did not have a constitutional monarchy but an absolute monarchy. Yellow, decline of monarchy, denial of rights, growth of third estate, overtaxation. Blue, starvation, famine, lack of administration. Crown, overspending. All of the above is green.
It was.
Oh, I haven't said it yet. You said the green is
That's true. Technically, they're all right.
How did Napoleon rise to power in France? Red, assassinated King Louis. Yellow, uses military knowledge and popularity to consolidate power in France. Blue, stormed the Bastille and used the men he freed to march on Versailles. Or green, none of the above.
Which one is that?
I don't know. It's only at least
Well, everybody.
I did that. Yeah, I might say.
Right, just answer the question.
Sawyer.
I'm making an independent decision. It's not yellow.
It's red.
Just make one.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it. God dang it.
We only have 5 places behind.
And I knew I got that wrong.
Oh, I'm on the podium apparently.
All right, not too great. So here's the deal. Yeah, he was he was a military tactician. He was a general. Okay, I said he was popular, right? That's how he was elected. He got to power. He was popular. So I guess that was the key thing to remember there.
Oh, Gibbs is in first place.
Well,
That's sad.
What were the consequences of the French Revolution?
Who went away?
I can't see that.
Okay.
Your phone's
Red. Continue. Red. You're fine. Just think about it in your head. You'll be fine. We'll be all right. Continuation of absolute monarchy and privileged nobility.
Your body was in the way. Your body was in the way. I blamed it on you.
Okay.
Wait,
All right,
I don't
you
even
guys
know what I
see-
clicked.
I'll let you guys-
I got it.
What was the answer? I think
All
I
right.
either clicked that or red.
It's yellow. It's yellow.
I either clicked red or yellow, I don't know.
It's yellow. Red is wrong.
Wait a minute.
I got it.
Okay, so theoretically I was not wrong. Theoretically I was not wrong.
Okay. Real fast. We'll go back to food. Guys, listen up. Okay, real fast. So, you guys have basically already done the Venn diagram activity, okay? And I already said verbally I just wanted 3 things minimum in each box. So, once we are done with this final question of Kahoot, finish up that, and then you could turn them in, I'm thinking right here, okay? So, one goes here, one goes here. And that's when you walk out of the classroom, okay? What were what?
Wait, is this it?
Okay, here's a good one I'll just give you. So I believe someone mentioned it earlier. Did the British colonists, did they execute their king? No. Did the French execute their king? Yes. Okay. What about, how violent was the American Revolution? Was it more violent than the French Revolution?
No.
Because it didn't involve the beheadings, right? And the mass assembly lines. Precisely. Did other nations interfere at the beginning in the American Revolution? No. What about the French Revolution?
Yes.
I mentioned it, right? Like other countries were sending people to help. So there's a good difference. Were the colonists mob rule? Did they have mob rule? The American colonists? No, right? Like they had an army. They had they formed like an actual government, not really on mob rule, but on thoughts and people, right? The founders. What about the French Revolution? Was it mob rule? The Robespierre guy, the assembly lines of mass executions, it was mob rule, right? They just were killing off people. Salem witch trial situation. All right, we got the last Kahoot here. Here we go. You guys are back on it.
Whoa.
Hey.
Here we go.
Covering turn off.
Isn't that your
And number one.
This is not there.
All right. Okay. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Let's see who's the winner. Why was the National Assembly the most significant event of the French Revolution?
Wait, man, you can't do it still.
Okay, let me read here. Red, they got the ball rolling, opened the door for results of the revolution. Yellow, they elected Napoleon as emperor.
I don't know what I did.
Blue, enabled the French government to reconquer previously lost territory.
Man, I'm gonna
Or, guys, green, established a time of peace and serenity in France.
I don't know.
Serenity meaning prosperous.
It was.
I don't know.
No, I didn't get on the podium.
Hey, I got it.
Second place is Andrea. First place is Lily, number one.
Got 19.
And then Ronaldo, someone else like all right, so who are the winners?
Does Ronaldo count?
You know,
What do you know? I'm mad here. You know what? All right, who else were the winners? What else?